Greetings and biggest love to the collective. Welcome to Witch Works Healing Ministry channel. I am your host, Julianne, quantum sound healer and applied shadow worker. I'm very excited to be offering my gifts to the collective. It's exactly what Spirit wants. I just need to show up and make the content. So welcome. So happy to have you here. All right. This video is for the divine Libra collective. And these are people who want to do their own shadow work and be the right person so that they can magnetize the most aligned person for them. Some people use the term kingdom spouse. Some people might even want to magnetize someone that they feel that they have a divine mission with, that they made a contract to come here to this planet to do something particular and they had to do it with someone in particular. Yeah, so if you are just want to do your shadow work, you're welcome. If you think you have a soulmate or a twin flame, absolutely welcome. Everyone is welcome here, actually. I'm just telling you the direction that the healing is pointed in. So I already did some clearing of the decks. I do energy work on this channel. I'd like to invite you, if you would, for a moment to bring your awareness, to bring your attention into your heart center and breathe into your heart. Maybe put a hand on your heart. When you can really feel your heart center, drop your attention to your sacral chakra. For women, it's the womb. When you can really feel your awareness there, put your roots down and drop a cord all the way to the center of Mother Earth, which is her heart and womb space. Women in particular try to feel the connection, but men too in their sacral chakra, of course. Everyone needs to feel the connection between the center of the earth and their bodies. Oh wow, I got that nice pull, like this great grounded feeling. I'm definitely connected. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you to the ancestors of this Lenape land. I acknowledge the harms of colonialism and continued harms against generations in diaspora. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. I'm thankful to the water. I'm thankful to the sylphs. I'm thankful to the animals, everything that grows, the mycelium network, the soil microbiome, the earth fae, sylphs, hay. I would like to thank all the sourced beings protecting and putting a light boundary around this facilitation. That includes Great Mother Sophia, Mother Earth, Mother Mary, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, and Mary Magdalene. Thank you, sourced beings. I invite Holy Spirit to be in my body to do the best service to the collective in the highest and best interest of the collective. So, Libras, I'm a moon in Libra myself, air sign. I had a really particular feeling last year when the season changed and it was Libra season. It was like justice came into my body. It was the most intense thing ever. Anyway, I'm happy you're here, Libras. What I'm going to do first, let me put the intention into the deck to get 3 cards contextual to the energy. So, let's see. We have a full moon in Sag. That's 24 hours out, but the energy is like moving in, So we can say moving into the full moon is the astrological context. We just had Jupiter conjunct the North Node in Taurus in particular. It hadn't happened since, what did they say? I think they said 1929. Anyway, it's been a while. So the intention is to get 3 Mother Peace cards of like guidance and like recognition, like the cards sometimes will just validate what you already know. The cards will sometimes tell you an energy that you need to work with as an alchemist in order to make things better. And also like any helpful energies that are present. So the cards just tell us what we need to know. Thank you, Mother Peace. I'd like to acknowledge Karen Fogel and Vicky Noble, renderers of the Mother Peace deck. I'm so grateful and thankful. Okay, while I shuffle, I chant on this channel. It is supposed to evoke, you can simulate a yawn until you yawn. You're welcome to chant with me. The chants that I use are a form of Ho'oponopono prayer with gratitude to the Polynesian culture. I love you, I'm sorry. Oh, please forgive me. I am grateful for this experience. And when I chant those, my body always starts to yawn, and the yawning is an offloading of density, an offloading of, you could call it trauma, an offloading of heaviness and energies that don't belong to you because, you know, when you were traumatized, it broke open your energy field and yucky things sneaked in to feed on the pain that you didn't process yet. So we help you release all of that, and you can actually be lighter at the end of the video if you yawned off some density. That's how I healed 23 years of complex PTSD, is I just chanted and yawned off density. Oh, and a lot of mucus came out too for about 3 years until I was like way more clear and healed, and then I don't have mucus come out anymore because I no longer need mucus to escort trauma out of my body. It comes out in yawns pretty much alone. And watering eyes, for sure. Oh yeah, watering eyes. So you can witness the energy work, or you can consent to it. Just set your intention at any time during the transmission. This transmission is always good because it's quantum. So everyone who accepts it is protected by the light circle that I set up for the transmission. So thank you, thank you. Oh, source beings, Mother Earth, and everyone. All right. So Libra, divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Libra divine collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Okay, great. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. Now, and it's in the right position. Woo! Saggy full moon means like party weekend, basically. It's a time to celebrate. Four of Wands also means like a solid foundation for things that you want to grow: house, home, relationship. Anyway, okay, so that is at the root of what's going on for this moon. How interesting. Of course, that's makes so much sense. Oh, we have a tower this weekend. Holy moly. That's Uranian energy. It's when lightning strikes and things are never going to be the same again. Holy moly. So we pulled a major arcana right out the gate. I mean, the tower dead ass straight up and down. Crazy. Okay, not even a question there. Okay, the second card is, ooh. All right, so the Nine of Wands, it says a woman sits in repose to recharge her energy for future endeavors. So basically, tarot readers say that the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior card. And in the reverse position, well, I didn't even look up the tower, but most people know what the tower is. Yeah, I mean, I said it's Uranian energy, it strikes like lightning. things are never going to be the same again. Whatever didn't have a solid foundation is going to fall the down. You know what I mean? All right, so 9 of Wands, almost there. All right, in the reverse position, it says, we may be run down, our energy may be depleted, we need to revitalize ourselves. So, with this moon energy and like the party energy, you know, weekend, let's make sure that whatever celebrating we do, that we do recharge ourselves in order to do what we need to do. Also, you know, maybe if you're depleted, just, you know, opt out, stay home and take care of yourself. Yeah, there was another thought I had with that. It's rundown energy is depleted. Oh, also like the full moon energy, I mean, it can put some wildness into you, but it can also like take a lot out of you. So some people are really some people really can't sleep during full moons, and then some people really can't sleep during new moons. So it's interesting what cycle you may be on that has different indications for that. And so the third card is, it is the Five of Wands in a left direction. So the Five of Wands is when there's competition, people are like, you know, thrashing out ideas and feelings, and there's some conflict, you know, so that can be functional conflict, you know, it can be co-creative, you know, productive, positive, you know, working through conflict, or it can go south, you know. It just depends on what you're bringing to the table. But it's a time to like thrash things out, and that's really important. It's because it needs to be done. So in the left position, more wands. So we got the Tower and 2 wands cards. Between lightning and fire, that's a lot of fire. I'm just saying. All right, 5 of Wands left. Here we go. It says, oh, we may feel hesitant to engage in conflict because our energy is low. When it comes to conflict, I always recommend one thing for sure: having compassion for yourself and having compassion for others. So sometimes others are bringing the conflict because they're projecting, or they're being driven by, you know, some need to be right, or, you know, some wounded egoic need. And like, we don't always have to rise and respond to that. Like, not every cry of somebody's wounded ego deserves like a full-throated reply, you know, from our place of equanimity. I have seen in an environment that I've been in recently where people were saying things and using my name, and I was like, I wonder why they're saying that thing. And I think they were trying to bait me. And I literally just like laugh it off, and then I even like agree with them and tell them why I agree with them when I know like what their hidden meaning is. So you know, people who think they're fooling me are only fooling themselves, period. And I hope anyone who is spying on me heard that loud and clearly. All right, because I just can't be fooled anymore. So watch out if people are trying to bring the drama. You don't have to respond to that, you know. You can have compassion for yourself and be like, you know, I don't have to answer this bullshit, you know, that just got tossed at my feet or whatever. But if there's a, you know, if it's a productive, you know, alchemical thing, you know, feel free to be genuine and authentic. Have good boundaries for yourself and others. Don't cross their boundaries, and don't let them cross yours either. You know, but there's always the wounded egoic temptation, if somebody's gonna prod you or goad you or whatever, to like respond in your wounded ego and like tell them 5 freaking reasons why they're wrong and you're right and whatever. And you know, you can be totally right, but it's not always worth your energy. So like, you can just be silent, you know, or walk away gracefully, or just, you know, agree with them, like play it off like a joke. You know, there you have so many options to be compassionate to yourself and be compassionate to others, because when people are like trying to goad you or cause conflict from an unhealthy place, they're really just trying to take your energy, and you literally don't have to give it to them. Hallelujah. Don't give it to them. I definitely don't. I can literally see people trying to trigger me, and like I couldn't give one iota of care at all. I think it's like hilarious. If anything, it's like part of the divine comedy, and I'm totally here for it, because they literally can't. The joke's on them is nobody can trigger me. I am always in the observer space. It don't work no more. All right, so this is so interesting. Fire, fire, and the tower. It's a party mood for the weekend, but we may be a little bit run down. We might have to be conservative and make sure to recharge our energy, keep an eye on that. And we don't feel like engaging in conflict, although you don't know if people are going to bring that. So interesting. So interesting. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is these are the archetype cards by Carolyn Myss, Myss. And working with these for 10,000 hours became the basis of my current form of applied shadow work, which is actually like applied Jungian psychology combined with quantum sound healing. All right, so I had already cleared these. I'll just give them another clear. I'll be chanting some more. Oh, I think I didn't even finish the chants that I started to say which chants I use. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Oh yeah, then I started talking about yawning. So the other two chants are, there is a bird that just came to the window. It literally came right to the screen, like over there. The camera's not pointing at it, but it like flapped its wings and then like went. So that was a beautiful sign. I love you, birdie. I love you, birdie. Oh, I love you, animals. Yay. Oh, that was so sweet. I feel so blessed. A bird came to my reading. Yeah. Okay. So the other two chants are color chants. So we have a rainbow body. So when you chant these color mantras, you just activate your own rainbow body, which is also why I go rainbow, because I envision myself as like this massive rainbow toroidal flow. And that's, you can activate your own light body visually, through intention, through sound. You know, I love colors. You know, that means I don't have to like do anybody's religion. I can just like embody Christ energy. I can embody Buddha energy. You know, it's just compassion and service to the collective. And you know, you're not trying to do anything from wounded ego. You know, you're here to serve, like whatever gifts you can offer, whether it's chop wood or carry water, or you know, if you have some kind of other gift. We're just here to share our gifts with people. And the biggest gift of all is our loving, kind, compassionate presence. So bottom line, just have compassion for yourself and others. I'm going to have a sip of water. All right, so chant with me, or yawn, or just receive the energy, whatever it is. All right, let me put the intention in. The intention is to get 3 shadow cards that match the 3 Mother Peace cards we have. So there's like a shadow card for each like energetic aspect that's going to help us like use each of these energies to our benefit. Tarot cards are not predictive, they're co-creative. You see what you're working with, and then you have the option to kind of plan your moves in advance, you know, without attaching to them, you know, but always follow your heart and your intuition in the moment. All right, so cards got the intention, we're good. And I'm going to chant Divine Libra Collective. Oh, I love you, I'm sorry. Oh, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Oh, Divine Libra Collective. Oh, I love you, I'm sorry. please forgive me. I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Whoops. Okay. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I am grateful for this experience. Okay. That's 13. 12 for the disciples, and Mary Magdalene is the 13th. The second coming of Christ is when 144,000 individuals, with a focus on women, embody their Christed energy. So let's do what we came here for, people. All right, so at the bottom of the deck is Samaritan. So the light attribute of Samaritan is it refines your capacity to help those who most people would prefer to walk on by and ignore them and their plight. Right? Some people's plight is like so big, we feel that we can't offer them anything in that moment. However, you know how the story goes of the Samaritan. So the shadow attribute is at the bottom of the wounding for the Divine Libra Collective this week is Libra, we and our ancestors have been hurt by individuals in our lives and institutional and off-planetary agents in power and in history who who had a tendency to exact appreciation and recognition for the help they offered. Yeah, if somebody's always doing good stuff in the community, but they're always on a podium getting applause, Samaritan shadow. Right? It's not like we're never going to get recognized for the good we do, but like you can start to see a pattern of like certain people, why they do good, because it puts them constantly in the spotlight, and they're usually using that activity to cover up something nefarious. To be honest. Like, for example, if you're a rapist and you get involved with a domestic violence program, haha, yeah, like that kind of. So, not just beyond exacting appreciation. Spirit told me Samaritan shadow is when, like, you do good acts, but you're really a predator. That's the actual shadow. What she wrote here didn't even hit the bottom yet. The bottom is when you live your life as a public Samaritan, but you're really like an apex predator. So yeah, we've been hurt by that. So that's the root. This entire deck is 74 cards, and so each card is a layer of woundedness in divine order for the collective. But I can't go through all these today. But when I do private facilitations, as I've done for over 330 people since 2020 of applied shadow work, I do facilitations that shift, healing facilitations that shift illness, that shift healing trauma, complex PTSD, and I specialize in the abuse, healing from the abuse dynamics of a narcissist and empath, woundedness cycle dynamics and abuse, any kind of domestic abuse, sexual assault, violent sexual assault. Yeah, all these things can be removed from the body. Anyway, so For questions and inquiries about my private facilitations, email me at witchworkshealingministry at protonmail.com. All right, so yeah, I witnessed that the Libra collective has been hurt by people who were false Samaritans for nefarious reasons. I witnessed this wounding for us with compassion and respect. Okay, so the first one is night. Oh, Lord. All right, I'll tell you what well, let me read the light quality first. So the light quality comes from a certain context of time, which I'm not sure how relevant this is anymore, but it's supposed to be like loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor in the context of service and romance. Centering women and men as the heroes. I would question maybe that whole paradigm, but that's not what I'm here to do today. All right, so the shadow attribute of night. It says allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle and romantic delusions. And if you just remember the acronym of the band KISS, Knights in Service of Satan. Yeah, night shadow is like people who serve the darkness also in an incredibly literal way, including dark ritualists. That is the bottom of that shadow, which doesn't even get, allegiance to a destructive ruler. Yeah, all right, so night shadow. The Divine Libra Collective and myself have been hurt by individuals in our lives and our ancestors. Have been hurt by individuals in our lives and institutional and off-planetary agents in power and in history who pledged allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle or had romantic delusions. This can be as simple as romantic delusions. So there are many, many layers of shadow. I'm just telling you that I know what the darkest layer is. That's all. Because she doesn't always hit it in these cards. I'm sharing my inner loads with you and my life experience. Okay, so this is at the bottom of the tower. The tower will be caused by a bad night. Someone serving destructive rulers or principles. Someone with romantic delusions. Wow. Okay, interesting. All right, so night. And so I'm going to vibrate this card and actually vibrate the whole deck. So you get a mini clearing of a full 74 card shadow signature. That's the other term that I use when I put these cards in order and do a divination on a particular state of woundedness for a particular person or group of people. I call that a shadow signature. All right, so night. I'm going to chant now. I invite you to simulate a yawn, really yawn, dry your watering eyes. Usually people don't cry, like, because their eyes just water. It's like more neutral, it's not like you feel like so sad, and the sadness like made you in resistance and angry and mixed feelings, and it made chemicals come to your eyes that your tears have to wash out. But it's like a really natural thing. A lot of times when I'm listening to my tracks, I'm falling asleep at night, my eyes are watering just like insanely because they're clearing stuff. I love that. I think yawning off and like eye watering trauma out are like pretty cool ways. I'm here for it. All right, so I witnessed night shadow for us. And yeah, here we go. Or you can chant with me. Night shadow. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. And I visualize an ultraviolet, not like a medium kind of reddish purplish violet, like a really like blue, deep, ultra, neon bluish violet. Yeah, that's the color. And when I chant the other mantra, I visualize emerald, of course. Flames. Very good. If you can visualize that, put your whole body in it, put the whole world in it, whatever you want to do. I had different levels, and then I moved out to the cosmos. Anyway, Yeah. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. All right. I command and demand any and all remaining, lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglements associated with night shadow to quantumly disentangle from the divine Libra collective, cleared and canceled across all lifetimes, timelines, and dimensions, because I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. And by my nature with my rainbow energy, I automatically transmute any and all remaining, lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglements associated with night shadow, and I hereby quantumly disentangle any and all remaining, lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglement associated with the night shadow from the divine Libra collective, infinite field, clear and cancel across all lifetime, timeline, dimension, into a boundary of light, back to source to be received, neutralized, transmuted, upcycled, returned to love, so mote it be, and so it is. Rainbows. Okay, so the next one is Don Juan. Yeah, I don't like any of the shadows, but this is definitely at the top of my ones I really dislike. All right. The light attribute of Don Juan is it spotlights your positive, seductive qualities, because we all have them. Yay, let's celebrate ourselves. Let's use our seductive qualities to love people and not trick them and hurt them and steal from them. All right, so it says the reason we're drained is Don Juan shadow. Oh my God, yes. Because when men, well, regardless of whatever sex uses their seductive qualities to extract, unearned energy from the other person through deceit, and manipulation, it's not good. But in the current culture that we live in, men do have structural supremacy over women. And so women are getting, we can all be alchemists to live in a way that, like, we don't accept patriarchy and we're subverting it and alchemizing it every moment. That's what I do. I don't sit around in victimization complaining that I live under patriarchy. But facts is facts, people. Oh, I keep recommending Mary Daly, and I was getting the title of her book wrong, which is really, I must have some kind of a block on it. Mary Daly, it's the meta-ethics of radical feminism, not ecofeminism. I couldn't even remember the title. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right, I highly recommend it if you want an overall historical survey on what patriarchy has done to women, not just physically, but in their psyche. If you really want to understand women from their own point of view, you have to read Mary Daly, The Meta-Ethics of Radical Feminism. All right, so the shadow attribute of Don Juan, right, is using the power of romantic attraction for a private agenda. Yeah, a private agenda means deceit. It means false agendas, hidden agendas, and why are you hiding? Because you're trying to hurt somebody, because you're trying to steal their energy, because you're trying to play games with them. You're trying to manipulate them. I'm so not here for this. We're freaking drained from this kind of activity. And when you listen to popular music, most of the lyrics are to install dysfunctional relationships. So this gets perpetuated by, movies and video games and, anyway, all kinds of media are perpetuating harmful tropes. And it's very draining for the whole collective. Even say, for example, men from a place of structural power do this to women, they're literally enervating themselves. Because when you play somebody else, you're literally playing yourself. You just don't realize it till years later, maybe. All right, so the reason that we're drained right now is freaking Don Juan shadow, and I'm so over it. Oy, 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 oy. Through the air of my resistance to Don Juan shadow, I I guess I must be still clearing it out, the woundedness that I still have inside myself. Although I've cleared a lot of it, but if I'm still pissed off about it, then it means I still have some. So let's get to clearing. All right, here we go. Don Juan Shadow. What's the word? I witness this wounding for the Libra Divine Collective. And their ancestors. And me and mine. With compassion and respect, let's chant. Don Juan Shadow. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. Oh wow, I was so into it I did 6 instead of 3. That was cute. Alright. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Divine Libra Collective. I am grateful for this experience. A Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I am grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I am grateful for this experience. Okay. Awesome. All right, and the next one that goes to the last card is Fool. All right. So it says we're hesitant to engage in conflict. Sometimes the wise just don't engage in conflict, but sometimes it's a good thing to do. It all depends on the context, you know. Can you explore, is the group that you're in conflict in, are they exploring conflict in a healthy way to accomplish something good, or are they literally just trying to drag you down and steal your shine? You have to use your discernment to know that. All right, so Fool, the light attribute of Fool is fearlessly revealing emotion. Oh, I love this. Helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Oops, sorry, I should have been holding it here. This is literally my specialty. I'm in Fool light quality so damn hard. All right, the shadow attribute, because I was played for a fool like my entire life, and I got over that. So the Divine Libra Collective and our ancestors have been hurt by individuals in our lives and institutional and off-planetary agents in power and in history who used humor to wound rather than liberate. Humor should liberate, not wound. That is the sacred use, like sacred fool energy. The sacred clown, the Heyoka empath. It's to make people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. The court jester. We know this archetype, right? Love this. And we have been hurt by people who denied our emotional truth. Like when you're telling your emotions to someone and they're like, oh no, you're not allowed to feel like that because that, or like, you don't really feel like that. That's not right because Like, people can't tell you what you feel. That was like the massive, one of them, in my first relationship with a narcissist, is he was constantly denying my emotional truth. It's like I wasn't even allowed to say how I actually feel. He's like, no, you really feel that. I know, blah, blah, blah. And he was always wrong, and I was always being honest. It was like one of the things that really hurt me the most, but I'm over that. I'm over it. Okay, so that's that kind of wounding, is someone constantly invalidating your expressions of emotion. All right, I witness this wounding for us. A full shadow. With compassion and respect. Okay, full shadow. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the violet flame of transformation and forgiveness. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I love you, I'm sorry. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I am grateful for this experience. Divine Libra Collective. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm grateful for this experience. Alright. I have this weird sneaking suspicion. My mind's been jumping around a little bit. I think under the full moon energies, the archer is leaping around. I'm not convinced that I did the clearing statement for Don Juan, so I'm just going to do Don Juan and Fool together in a clearing statement. All right, so yeah, I think I missed that, actually. That's pretty funny. Let me have another sip of water here. Hilarious, darling. Hilarious. All right. So I command and demand. Any and all remain. Lying, hiding, tricky, sticky. Foreign energy entanglement. Associated with Don Juan and Fool shadows. To quantumly disentangle from divine Libra collectives, infinite fields, cleared and canceled, across all lifetimes, timelines, and dimension. Because I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. I am the emerald flame of love and transmutation. And by my nature with my rainbow energy, I automatically transmute any and all remaining, lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglement, associated with Don Juan and Full Shadows. And I hereby, quantumly disentangle any and all remaining, lying, hiding, tricky, sticky, foreign energy entanglement, associated with Don Juan and Fool Shadows. From the Divine Libra Collective, infinite field, clear and cancel, across all lifetime, timeline, and dimension. Into a boundary of light, back to source, to be received, neutralized, transmuted, up cycle, return to love. So mote it be. And so it is. Rainbows. All right, anywhere that I and the Divine Libra Collective have released density and foreign energy entanglements associated with night, Don Juan, and Full Shadows. I finally remembered my diction that I used to say because I've been tripping over this every video. Anywhere that we have released this density, we have co-created subatomic nooks and crannies of void. I kept trying to say quantum, and it's subatomic. We have co-created subatomic nooks and crannies of void. Into these void spaces, I hereby, completely and intentionally, refill us, each and every one of us, with the brightest, whitest, true source healing light. The most golden, liquid sparkling, true source love light, and the emerald flame of love and transmutation. And I seal in our subtle etheric fields with the brightest, whitest, true source healing light, and the most golden, liquid sparkling, true source love light, and with the emerald flame, of love and transmutation. And I do this from crown to soul, from back to front, from side to side, inside and outside, and all around us. And may our personal electromagnetic, subtle etheric, and infinite fields vibrate and resonate with increased coherence and integrity. So mote it be, and so it is. Thank you so much for joining me. If you yawned, hit that like button and subscribe for some more healing, because this is good stuff. Share with a friend with a Libra placement or someone who might need it. And stay blessed, collective, and come back to my channel soon.